the Villages today, it'll be clear, with a forecasted high of 68 and a low of 46. Currently it's 65 and sunny.
Woo! It is cold. What you're looking at here is my grab and go vlogging setup. I've had a lot of people ask me to show what I use. I don't try to do anything big and fancy. I like everything to be quick, easy, and ready to go. So let me move this out of the way. So let me sit down here, get to eye view. This is one of the grab and go stands that I have set up permanently for my, this is a GoPro 5. I didn't get the Gorilla. It's too big, too bulky, too heavy. This here is flat on the back side. The Gorillas, these here are round like that. And when you fold it up, it's just hard. It's just heavier. And I'm all about light and easy to go. And this here will fold up, as you can see, and it makes a handle about that big around, which is very convenient. This is a soft rubber, so it doesn't slide around. It also has the adjustments for the tilt any which way I want it to go through here. Let me turn this thing around here. Has a level right here, so I can see, you know, for taking level shots. This thing here, this little square thing right here, those of you who's got GoPros 5s especially, you know what that is. That's it's just a big pain. You have to have this for the GoPro 5. It's got that kind of a plug-in on the ends, and it plugs in the side of the camera right there to allow an external mic here to plug into it on the side there. And without that, you can't plug an external mic. And I had so many complaints about the sound quality, and I got to checking it out, and the GoPro 5 is well known for having poor sound quality, and I didn't know that when I bought it. My fault for not checking things out. Also, in order to set it up for vlogging, one thing I got different is this case. This is an aluminum case, and I had to do that so I could put shoes on it. And then you may ask, what is a shoe? Well, I'm saying this is one hand. I can take this off because of that shoe right there. If you can look, you can see how it's got the groove in it. And then I can take different things, like this mic, for example, if I can get it in there with one hand. And then I can tighten this thing up there, and I can put that in. Normally, this mic would have went on top up here. That's where I had it before, but this wind sock here kept getting in the way on wide shots. So I ended up with this base plate here, and I don't know if you can see it. It's got a lot of holes all the way around. They're all threaded. Everywhere you look, they're all threaded. And you can put adapters on. I bought this aluminum mounting bracket for the GoPro because what GoPro gives you is a hardened plastic. And like I say, this is my grab and go camera, and I broke these things. I can't tell you how many times. So I got an aluminum one this time to try it out. So I got an aluminum casing with aluminum brackets and everything, and we'll see how fast I can tear that up. These are UV lens covers. I can take that off. I'm not going to, but I can take it off for the camera. This thing up here that you may be looking at is a setup. This is a I can loosen this up. I'm not going to, but I can slide this back and forth around in circles. I can do all kinds of stuff with it. There's also a mount. This is for a cell phone that goes in here. There's a mount there, so if I wanted to, I could mount this on the side so the camera would be straight up and down. But I don't do that. You might ask, well, what's that for? Well, when I'm doing a vlog and I'm talking to you guys, this is what I see. And I don't know if I'm perfectly in the frame. I don't know what the lighting looks like. I can't see anything. And my phone has an app, a GoPro app on it. and I can link my phone to the camera. I can turn the camera on, I can turn the camera off, I can do the different settings on the camera, but more importantly, I can fasten my camera up here. That's what I was referring to the other night. I had I moved it, and I put it over here so it was going out this way, and the phone sat right here. I kind of liked that, but I was looking at it, and for a grab and go, and I put this GoPro sometimes in my glove box in my golf cart, and it just looked a little big and bulky with this sitting out here like this. So I put it back on top. Because on top I can slide it out of the shoe really quick. So anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it for right now. And so when I get my cell phone logged in with the camera, then I can put the cell phone right here facing me, and then I can look at it and I can see what the lighting looks like when I'm talking to you. And hopefully I can help out a little bit. Right now I'm using my cell phone to show you this. So I know my lighting. So it looks like it's okay. I'm going to show you some of the other things that I use for vlogging. This is a floating mount. The GoPro would go on here. Of course, I won't use an external mic on this thing. If I go swimming or whatever, there's a wrist strap so that I'll never lose the GoPro. These are extra Allen screws and nuts and things for the shoes and whatever. These are mounts, different size mounts. As you can see, this one here sets high. This one here, let me get it out here, it sets low. Each one of those clips into a fast disconnect. It just pops in, pops out. Here's an extra phone holder. This is another little item that I use a lot. This is my very small. There's the size of my hand. So it's roughly, what, 2.5 hands, one, maybe 3 hands wide. Very small, very light. A lot of cutouts are in it. You can see that, see how they are. And you can pull them out for whatever you're wanting to store. Here's one of my extra batteries. I got it stuck in here, but the camera goes in here, and I forget what I had in here. But anyway, very handy to have. I use it a lot. This is Duralock. Forget your Velcro strips. If you got something you really want to customize and fasten down, get the Duralock. I got mine at Amazon. I'm sure hardware stores sell it too. This is for if you're going to go swimming, scuba diving, or any of that kind of thing. Your GoPro would go on top of that. The GoPro 5s, by the way, in case I didn't mention it, are waterproof down to 35 feet. So I don't need a special case or anything like that. And this is what you would use. This is the case that comes with the GoPro. It's all hardened plastic of some kind. And it's okay, but the problem I had with it was there's no place to put a shoe. A couple of shoes is what I needed, and so you have to go with the more expensive case. These are wire clips with the two-way sticky things. Whenever you customize your camera like I did, this one here, you may want to put a wire clip on here to keep these wires up out of the way of your lenses. I didn't have that problem. This is a chest mount. You've seen police officers, and security guards and people like that carry them all the time. The GoPro would go right here, and it goes around your chest and over your arms. So if you're doing something like playing golf or whatever, you put that on with the GoPro on, and you don't have to worry about focusing it or anything. Here's a head mount. I have used this quite a few times. It just goes over your head. It may look a little goofy, but the GoPro would go right there. And you can go ahead and just continually shoot, and you can cut out what you don't want when you edit. These are extra parts, extra mounts, an extra phone thing for holding your phone. I got all kinds of stuff. This is the original grab and go for I had the GoPro. It goes on top of here. And it's very soft. It's very, very easy to hold. These legs are very flexible. They'll bend any way you want them to bend. You can use it for 100. I still use it, and what I really like about it is this. I can screw that. The bottom of it has the screw. I can screw that to this little tripod, and then I can set the camera up here, and I can adjust this to any height I want, like this. There's the first adjustment right there, which raises it up. Not sure how high that would be, 2.5 feet, maybe, something like that. Okay, there's the second adjustment there, and it's upwards of, I don't know how high that is, 3 feet? No, maybe, I don't know, something like that. And there's another extension out, extension number 3. There's extension from that white line up is 1, 2, 3. And there's the final extension, extension number 4, and that raises it up for quite a ways. The GoPro camera would fit right up in there. Outside on a windy day, it's a little unstable. I'd never used that outside this way. I've used a stick without this, like in a crowd where I want to see over a crowd or something like that. It comes in handy. But inside, I use that a lot because when I vlog out in the lanai maybe or something like that, I want to get the camera up, you know, where it's basically face high. But not always, but it's just nice to know I have the option. So that's basically my setup. I had to come back here in the man cave and finish this up because for some reason my cell phone didn't get everything out front. So I hope I got everything, but if nothing else, you got a good idea what I use. I use a basic system. That's my grab and go way of going, what they call grab and shoot. That's it. So I hope you all got a good idea. And also on this video I'm going to put on here, I want a roll call. I got one of my listeners is over in like Saudi Arabia. Sets up some kind of military training facility or something, and he lives in Pennsylvania, and he was just kind of curious of how far some of my listeners are and where they're at. So I thought that was a good idea. So on comments below, just kind of put where you're at. And, you know, you don't have to be specific. I don't need home addresses, but, you know, if you're from Omaha, Nebraska or Seattle, Washington, or, you know, I don't know where everybody's from. So let's do that for him. Let's just, it gives him something to look at back home, and let's see just, where everybody's from. I'm curious myself to see just how far out, somebody's actually listening to my videos about the Villages, Florida. So until then, I will say on this very windy, kind of cool day today, it's down to like 76, I think. I know, right? I'm complaining about 76, but I've got a 2 o'clock doctor's appointment, and I got to get ready. So until then, I'll just say have a good day, and I'll see you all on the other side.